Hello everyone, I'm Love here, back again with another Awaken Chaos Era video. So in today's video, I'll be creating a hero guide and spotlight on a new epic hero that I've been using quite often, and that hero is Bacchi. So currently I'm mostly using him for the arena, but he's also capable of dealing massive amount of damage in the Rift of Chaos and other parts of the game, such as like the guild versus environment, as well as Magisteria. So let's take a look on how I built him. Alright, so this is my Bacchi. So currently this hero does not have any special character animation. However, I will just give you a 360 degree look on how he looks with his character design. Basically, he wields a large anchor. Maybe he got it from a shipwreck. And yeah, he used it as his weapon to slash his enemies with the sharp anchor at the end of the anchor there. And yeah, it looks like a pretty heavy anchor which can deal massive amount of damage, especially against tanky heroes like Bran. Alright, so that's basically his character design. And let's check out his overall stats to see how I built him. So currently he has an A rating for attack, as well as A rating for critical rate, and B rating across the health, defense, and speed. So basically he's like some sort of a damage dealer, but a tanky one. So this is his overall stats. Basically, I prioritize on his attack, critical rate, critical damage, and some speed. He does not apply any negative effect to the enemies, hence you do not need to put any focus on him. Resistance is not a must because he doesn't really he's not really a supporter hero, so you do not need to prioritize on the resistance here. But the most important thing is the precision. If you're using him mainly for arena, that is highly recommended to have around about 30 to 40 precision, so that you can hit the enemies which are strong against him, like the wood affinity enemies like Metasia, who are tanky heroes. So this is to prevent them from dodging, is to prevent them from deflecting your Bacchi attacks. Alright, so that's how I built him for the arena. And yeah, so let's quickly go through his abilities to understand how he works. So let's see, for his trait Bellicose, if the target is the enemy with the highest health, launches a bonus attack with the roller bomb up to 1 time per round. And once you ascend him to the 5th ascension, you will benefit from the damage reduction version 2, which reduces the damage taken by 50% at the start of the battle, and the rest will be the same. What makes Bacchi amazing is due to his roller bomb trait. So this roller bomb, right, deals 80% damage to one enemy while ignoring 80% of the defense. And once you have him to the 5th ascension, this ignore defense will be increased from 80% to 100%. So basically you just ignore all of the defenses and just nuke them down with pure damage. So this is what makes Bacchi really dangerous in the arena, especially for those tanky heroes. Alright, and let's move on to his basic ability, the Wavebreaker. Basically, this one allows him to gain critical damage up for 2 turns and deals 110% damage to one enemy. So he'll be able to do even more damage to the enemy, and it's best to pair him with a hero that can provide him with some attack up buff, so he can do even more damage. But his other abilities will be providing him the attack up buff. And then his passive ability, Rage-A-Thon, when an enemy is killed, has a 100% chance to launch a bonus attack with the roller bomb on the enemy with the highest health up to 2 times per round. So if he's able to perform a kill with his ability, then he can perform this roller bomb 2 times per round, which allows him to do something similar to Z-Lux, where he can do like multiple kills, up to 3 kills within one of his round. And last but not least, his ultimate ability, known as the Anchor Storm, that has a 4-turn skill cooldown, gains attack up version 2 for 2 turns and deals 160% damage to one enemy. So this one gives him an additional 50% attack. So if you do not have any heroes that provides attack up buff, then he can self buff up himself with this one. So this one allows him to do even more damage against that single target enemy. So basically he's like a single target damage nuker. Although he does not do much damage because he does not do the AoE attack. However, most of his damage dealt is through the roller bomb. So that's where he gets his that's how he become famous for his roller coaster or roller bomb. Yeah. Alright, so that's basically his ability. So let me show you how I gear him. So currently I'm gearing him in a guard set as well as a dragon scale set. This one is mainly for arena. So a guard set is to provide him with a 30% max health for 3 turns at the start of the battle. This one is really useful, especially if you're building your Bacchi quite slow. Then the opponent team might be quite fast. They will try to nuke your heroes, and then this guard set that provides the shield will tank the damage, the initial nuke. Then we have also a dragon scale set. This one reduces the critical strike damage by 30%. Does not stack with similar effect types. So this one allows you to reduce the damage taken from AoE attacks, especially for those fast AoE nukers. So these two artifact sets allow him to survive at least one AoE nuke, then he can perform his attack. And with this set pairs with his trait Bellicose, the damage reduction, they'll be able to survive at least one enemy nuke or 2 enemy nukes at the first round. And yeah, so let's quickly go through the gears to see what stats that I prioritize. Starting off with the weapon. So this one is it's a fabled gear, ferocious, that provides 7% attack. Ideally, this one you want to get like version 5 or version 6 for more attack stats. And the stats that I prioritize on this weapon will be precision, critical rate, attack, and health percentage. Health percentage synergizes really well with guard set to provide additional like health to tank the damage. Then we have the helmet with some precision, critical damage, and attack. Then we have the armor. We have attack, critical damage, and precision. Then this is attack boots with some critical rate, critical damage, and agility. Ideally, this one you want to have it as speed, so you can go before the enemies, especially for their go before the enemy supporter heroes like Vengeful, Hassel, Hackgreen, and those heroes. And then with a critical rate ring, with some critical damage substats, defense percentage, speed, and focus. Ideally, this one should be attack percentage for more damage. And finally, we have an attack necklace with some critical rate, critical damage, and health percentage. So currently, I'm not able to get him in the critical damage ring because I do not have sufficient critical rate, and his mastery does not provide the critical rate stats from here. This ability, it provides a 40% chance to deal true strike damage. So yeah, so it's pretty difficult to get him in a critical damage ring unless you're pretty lucky to get lots of critical rate substats. And I've also got him some relics. This one is the Astro Crest obtained from the Earthen Titan Rift of Chaos. This one provides additional 21% critical damage. And this one allows him to do even more damage against wood heroes, receive less damage from dark heroes, and also improving his basic ability critical damage. And this for guild battle. This one is, I think, is useful for the guild versus environment, especially against the fire affinity enemies. And then this is the Astro Tome that provides him with additional health so that he can generate a larger shield from the guard set. And finally, this is the Astro Grill that provides additional 16% critical damage. So such is not really helpful for the first one. And second one is what's this? This one is providing, I think, additional critical damage here. The skills based on the target's lost health. Okay, so that's basically the gears and relics. His glyphs and abilities are all maxed out. For his Ascension, I've already maxed him out. The most important thing is to get the 5th Ascension so that he can have the 100% ignore defense and the damage reduction buff. For his masteries, is fully booked. I was quite unlucky. Most of the mastery books went to the physic first, then on to some abilities before you go to the gear. So yeah. So the most important thing is to get the gears so you can deal even more damage. Then get the first one for additional speed, and then get some of these skills to upgrade his damage output. And yeah, so that's basically his masteries. So let me show you how I use him in the arena, and then I'll show you another build that is mainly used for PvE content, like for the Rift of Chaos as well as the Magisteria. And yeah, so let me show you. Let me take you to the arena to see how he performs there. Alright, so I'm currently on the Platinum 2 tier, rank 49. So let me try Bacchi out against a tanky opponent. Or maybe a squishy one first. Let's try the INX Roji. So this one, yeah, let's see how this team performs. I'll just use like these three heroes here. Okay, at the start of the battle, and the enemy person here will try to taunt my Nicholas. So just provide extra turn to Bacchi, and let's see how he performs the kill. So he goes for the kill against Alicia. That's the roller bomb, ignore defense. Then go for Jabez. Then go for this Dark Doom Valeria. So he just killed 3 enemies here, which is pretty powerful. Alright, so let me provide extra turn to Light Nicholas. Let's do some damage here. So Light Nicholas pairs really well with Bacchi because Bacchi will provide the attack up buff to himself. So Light Nicholas will provide his own version of attack up buff, which deals even more damage to these enemies here. And let's check out the battle report. So Bacchi did out the most damage because he's like wiping out these 3 enemies with his roller bomb. And yeah, and this is the damage taken, followed by the healing dealt. Alright, so here's another arena battle featuring Bacchi. So I have Light Nicholas here to support Bacchi with his ultimate ability that improves his attack stats. Then I use Jacob to swap his turn to Bacchi so he can finish off at least 3 enemies here, leaving out one of these Dark Doom Valeria, and I have Sima here to transfer all of those debuff that was inflicted by Dark Doom Valeria. And here's another arena battle, which is something similar to the first one. And this one I just basically use Bacchi to clean up all of the squishy heroes here, using Agile Leap from Joseph to Bacchi. And yeah, so my Light Nicholas was able to finish off the Dark Doom Valeria easily, making it easy for Bacchi to remove all those 3 enemies here. And then for this particular team, this one has the opponent team has 2 Nicholas, Light and Dark. And that's where I bring Borden in to defeat this Light Nicholas that has this unkillable buff once their health reaches to like 1. So this one is pretty easy as long as you have the right heroes to defeat the opponent. And yeah, so Bacchi is here. He was able to sustain those attacks due to the damage reduction buff, as well as the guard set that provides a shield to reduce the initial nuke from the enemies. Alright, so I have already regeared Bacchi for the Magisteria. So these are his overall stats. He has around 5000 attack, 162 speed, 100% critical rate, 347% critical damage, and you do not need to put any stats on focus, resistance, or precision here. So that's basically his stats. Let's quickly go through the gears. So this is the weapon. You can pause the video at any point of the time. And this is the helmet, armor, boots, attack boots, critical damage ring, and then attack necklace. Alright, so let's see him in Magisteria Helmet Stage 4. Alright, so we are now in this Helmet Stage 4 of this Magisteria. So let me show you the team. And currently I'm using all epic heroes. I have William, Daphne, Bacchi, as well as Natalia. William is here to provide the counter attack buff to allow Natalia to do more damage to the 5 imps around the boss, and then he's also there to boost up everyone's basic ability damage by 60%. Daphne is here for her leader ability that improves all team members' critical damage by 20%, and she's also there to provide additional buff to Natalia so that she has sufficient buff to wipe out all of the 5 imps. She needs around 4 positive effect to attack all targets on the battlefield. And then I have Bacchi for the single target damage. And the good thing about Daphne is she's also there. She's also able to provide high true damage against 5 affinity enemies here. Natalia is basically my wave clearer for the first 2 waves, as well as the 5 imps clearer. And for the spells, I'll be using Sunray Purgatory as well as Sky's Renewal for supplementary healing. So let's see this team in action. Alright, so at the start of the battle, Daphne will go first. Apply the defense down, followed by William. William was also able to apply defense down, but this one is AoE attack. Then Natalia will perform the damage to clear out the 2 5 imps. And then Bacchi will clear off those big 5 imp with his roller bomb once he's able to perform a finishing kill. So it's really important to speed tune Bacchi to go last in the battle. And now for the boss wave, the boss will summon all around about 7 5 imps around him to attack with him. So that's where the Helm stage 3 and 4 will revive the 5 imps, and then we need the counter attack buff to wipe out the 5 imps once the boss performs his attack there. Sometimes, right, if the boss damage is too large, then it might destroy the shield, and then this will lead to only 3 positive effect on Natalia, which will make it quite dangerous, where she isn't able to do to attack all of the 5 imps around the boss. As you notice, right, Bacchi dealt so much damage with his anchor. Look at that. Around about 30 to 40,000 damage. And we are now taking down the boss on his 3rd health bar here. Look at that, 62,000. And in order for him to do high amount of damage, you need to gear him in an assassin set. So this will improve his damage output by 15%. And an additional 35% at a 50% chance. So this is a full epic team, and in order for this team to work right, it's highly recommended to have Natalia to be fully booked so that she has sufficient damage to wipe out the 5 imps around the boss. And then Bacchi is also fully booked so that he can do massive amount of single target damage. And William, he can be, I think it will be quite beneficial for him to also get him the full books. But the most important thing is to get his skill to be, the ultimate skill to be 100% chance to apply the defense down on the main target. Daphne is not required to be booked. She's there for the additional buff as well as her leader ability. So this is the battle report. So most of the damage there is Natalia because she's clearing out the wave, the 1st and 2nd wave, and as well as the 5 imps. And then Bacchi is a support damage dealer here to do massive amount of damage to the boss. And then William and Daphne are there to support these 2 heroes. These are the damage taken as well as the healing dealt. Alright, so this team doesn't require any legendary heroes, and this team is also pretty fast. So let me show you a full auto team to see how fast it will take to clear this Ash Magisteria Helm stage 4. So this one took around about 1 minute and 35 seconds. The average battle duration, this one is not correct. I think they took into consideration the double rate time. So basically it's 1 minute and 35 seconds, which is pretty fast, just only using epic heroes here. Alright, so let me show you Bacchi in other areas in the game, such as the Rift of Chaos, Lava Colossus. So if you like to build this same Ash Magisteria team for the Helm stage 4, here are the build summary for all of those 4 heroes, which includes Daphne, William, Natalia as well as Bacchi. To take note of their stats as well as the gear sets here. You can pause this video at any point of this time to reference on my build. And now we are on the adventure stage where I use Bacchi along with 2 epic heroes who are Hitoshi as well as Zachary to finish off the enemies in the chapter 10 of this adventure stage, where the last stage have this Dark Necklace. And Bacchi is really useful here with his multiple attacks to quickly dwindle down the Light Necklace shield as well as his unkillable buff there, which he needs to get hit by 4 times before you can knock him out totally. And you can swap up Hydrisia with any heroes that can provide additional EXP for your adventure, like Antinua or Hydrisia. So this is the battle report, where I get some rewards from this adventure dungeon loot, and here are the battle results. Mostly the damage done will be Hitoshi. This is clearing the first 2 waves. Next on the battle will be the Void Tower floor 99, where I showcase Bacchi on how he can use his trait Roller Bomb to finish off the enemies on the last wave, where the last wave has a lot of strong enemies that has higher amount of HP and defense. and that's where the roller bomb can help out in ignoring those defenses. So I have a Baron here to make the enemy's health low enough so that Bacchi can perform the finishing kill. Always, if you are unable to see the anchor that's floating on the target, you can click on the info tab and check out who has the highest health, and then use the ultimate ability on the particular target. So the highest health will be Ganjelo, so he'll use his roller bomb, and Ganjelo followed by the Evelyn first on, and then Garunel. Okay, and here's another battle where I showcase Bacchi in the Endless Trial level 70 on I think floor 2 of this boss battle. So this is where Bacchi dealt a lot of attacks, including his roller bomb, to take out the boss on this final stage here. Alright, so I've regeared Bacchi again, but this time I speed tuned him for the Lava Colossus stage 4. And here are his overall stats. He has close to 5000 attack, 197 speed, 100% critical rate, and 329% critical damage. Focus and resistance is not important here. And let's quickly go through the gears. You can pause the video at any point of time. So this is the weapon, helmet, armor, attack boots, critical damage ring, and then finally the attack necklace. Alright, so let's check out Bacchi in the Lava Colossus. Alright, so we are now in the stage 4 of this Biodelas Lava Colossus guy. And let me show you how you can use Bacchi to demolish this Lava Colossus boss. So for this team, I'll be using... Let me try... Okay, so this is my usual team, where I have Grayson to boost up everyone's damage output using his ultimate ability, the attack up buff, and the most important thing, he has a unique trait that removes the critical rate up buff stack from the boss. You can replace Grayson if you do not have him with Hulans, or Garunel to apply the no positive effect to the boss. And then I have Blackhorn to remove the AoE stun bomb. Hecarim is there for his increased max health to improve everyone's health so that they'll be able to sustain the enemy attacks. And then I have Jonathan for his AoE shield. And then Bacchi will be my primary damage dealer to damage this boss. And for the spells, I'll be using Guy's Renewal as well as Sudden Purgatory to reduce the enemy's defense, so that we can do even more damage with Bacchi's basic ability. Alright, so let's see this team in action. Alright, so at the start of the battle, the boss will reduce his health from 100% to 50%. And then I have Jonathan. His ability is disabled because he'll gain bonus turn, and during his bonus turn, right, he'll be doing a lot of attacks during the boss counter attack buff, which can one-shot him. So that's the reason why I disable his abilities. And then we have Grayson to provide the attack up buff, and then he's also able to ignore a portion of the enemy's defense with his trait. Then my highest max health hero, it will be Blackhorn here, to take the single target nuke damage from the boss. And then I have Hecarim to protect him, because Hecarim will provide 20% of his defense stats, which allows him to survive even longer in the battle. Then, as you notice, Blackhorn Totem will remove those bomb. As you notice, Bacchi dealt a lot of damage with his roller bomb there, 41,000 from that particular attack. So although Jonathan isn't doing much, but his passive or the trait ability, right, provides an AoE shield that soaks up most of the initial impact of that AoE attack. And that's a roller bomb, 57,000 damage. So we need to do lots of roller bombs on this boss before he take out my Blackhorn. That's 15,000 from the basic and 60,000 damage from the roller bomb. I think that one is proccing or triggering the assassin set. 50% chance to do even 35% more damage there. Okay, that's the third increased max health from Hecarim, which is the maximum health that we can do. So with the more health that we can provide to Jonathan, he'll be able to generate even larger shield. So by round 8, we managed to take down the boss health to almost 26 or 25% there. So we need to survive another 16 more rounds for Bacchi to demolish this boss here. Okay, that's 62,000 damage. And if you have your relics upgraded fully, right, then Bacchi will be able to do even more damage with the critical damage up. I mean critical damage relics as well as the attack up relics. Okay, this is the additional heal. So far, we do not need to worry about the lava Colossus freezing us like the Arctic Goliath or the stun bomb from the Earthen Titan. But the bad thing is we are not able to use any heroes that can apply poison or deal true damage. This one is mostly pure nuking damage, so you need to use. It's highly recommended to use the water heroes here, so that they'll be able to do 50% more damage to the enemy here. And best to get the relics that can boost up the damage output against fire affinity enemies. Alright, we are closing into 14 rounds. Boss have 10% HP left. So this one is like quite a basic team. As long as you have Blackhorn here, Blackhorn is one of the requirements for this team, because he can cleanse away all those negative effects. Alright, so Blackhorn is down, so we need to finish up the boss before he finishes every one of these heroes here. Alright, so this is the AoE stun bomb. We need to finish off that 4% HP left there. Hopefully Bacchi can finish him off before the bomb expires. That's where Jonathan comes in with the AoE shield. Let's say Blackhorn is taken down. We have the shield to sustain our heroes for a couple of 2 more rounds. Alright, so we'll be able to finish the boss here before the bomb explodes. So there you have it. That's how Bacchi can help you to clear this boss in less than 5 minutes. So we have obtained 3 standard Astro Grill charm, which we can use to upgrade the Astro Grills. And we also get a flat stats health Astro Grill. This one, you want to get the health percentage one. It's even better. It can scale based on your hero's level. So damage skills with the target slot. This one is really good for the fire affinity lava Colossus. And yeah, so let's check out the battle report. So most of the damage dealt will be Bacchi, followed by Grayson, and then the remaining heroes does not do much damage. These are the damage taken. Most of them will be from Blackhorn, because he's taking the highest single target damage from the lava Colossus. And these are the healing dealt. Alright, so there you have it. That's how Bacchi can help you in the lava Colossus. Alright, so there you have it on my showcase on how to use Bacchi in 3 different areas. Like the arena, he can help you to speed farm those tanky arena defense team by gearing Bacchi in a dragon skill set as well as guard set, or else you can also use him for the PvE content to farm the Magisteria by using the Ascension set. If you do not have Ascension set, right, what you can use it will be the Warrior set that you can farm from the Queen of Tides to provide him with additional attack stats, and Raider set to speed tune him to go before the enemies. And yeah, you can once you have obtained better gears, then you can farm the Rift of Chaos Lava Colossus. So what do you think about him? Comment down below of this video. I'd like to hear what's your opinion after seeing him on his performance. And yeah, if you found this video helpful, do give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, you can click on the subscribe button as well as ringing the notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload a new video on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!